distance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hokies offense will get the first swing of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think...
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top of the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. The play-action fake. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And we're even here in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The give to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. It's caught downfield. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Got his man quickly. Shakes off the defender. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The short hands, it's Roberts. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3 from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David, no doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
They punted away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pucks it out of the air. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hokies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Defense in press coverage. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Using his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
At the 17-yard line. First down for the offense.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his man. It's Coates. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hokies are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll give it to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
The The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Number 81, Alfred in the end zone.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.